The American people weren't just failed by a president, they were failed by much of Washington, by media that too often reported spin instead of facts, by a foreign policy elite that largely boarded the bandwagon for war, and most of all by the majority of a Congress, a co-equal branch of government, that voted to give the president the open-ended authority to wage war that he uses to this day. So let's be clear, without that vote, there would be no war. Now, some now seek to rewrite history. They argue that they weren't really voting for war, they were voting for inspectors, or they were voting for diplomacy. But the Congress, the administration, the media, and the American people all understood what we were debating in the fall of 2002. This was a vote about whether or not to go to war. That's the truth as we all understood it then, and as we need to understand it now. We need to ask those who voted for the war, how can you give the president a blank check and then act surprised when he cashes it? With all that we know about what's gone wrong in Iraq, even today's debate is divorced from reality. We've got a surge that somehow is declared a success, even though it has failed to enable the political reconciliation that was its stated purpose. The fact that violence today is only as horrific as it was in 2006 is held up as progress. Washington politicians and pundits trip over each other to debate a newspaper advertisement while our troops fight and die in Iraq. The conventional thinking today is just as entrenched as it was in 2002. This is the conventional thinking that measures experience only by the years you've been in Washington, not by your time spent serving in the wider world. This is the conventional thinking that has turned against the war, but not against the habits that got us into the war in the first place, the outdated assumptions, and the refusal to talk openly to the American people. Well, I am not running for president to conform to Washington's conventional thinking. I am running to challenge it. I'm not running to join the kind of Washington groupthink that led us to war in Iraq. I'm running to change our politics and our policy so we can leave the world a better place than our generation has found it.